Hey there, I'd like to kind of pay back some of the folks that have put together helpful videos for car repair dilemmas. And this is one that I found myself in with a 2009 Chevy Cobalt. I took it into the local repair shop and asked if they could do an alignment on it, and they told me the lower control arm bushings were bad. So I decided, well, I don't want to pay them to do it, so I'll do it. Didn't look too bad. So there's basically four fasteners, I guess, that you have to disconnect. One is the connection to the steering knuckle, which is basically just involves pulling out a bolt and taking that out. And then there's two other bolts on the forward bushing that you got to take out. And then there's the rear bushing. Rear bolt that holds the bushing. And so this long bolt here is the one on the rear, and the bushing here is the, the one that's bad. And it's bad because you can just take the metal insert right out of there. And but the problem I ran into on getting this out on the driver's side was that this bolt fits right in there, and it's very tight clearance here. And well, that dude is rusted, and that goes into the frame pocket. And this is the frame pocket that I'm talking about. And that spacer is jammed in there the same, or acts as a separator to keep those two pieces of the channel apart at a fixed distance. Well, if you can't get the bolt free from the spacer, what you do is you drive the gap on the top side of it away from the frame. And I was actually pulling the top section of the U there, right up here, down away from the upper piece right here when I was trying to loosen it, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. So I got to looking at the other side a little bit, and I said, oh, I bet that thing is fused in there. And so after thinking about, I really couldn't get a hold of it with anything strong enough to break it free. I tried PV Blaster and soaking it for multiple days and never got anywhere with that. And so, and the other thing is, some places suggested using heat, but I didn't want to fill my garage with smoky rubber. So the thing I came up with may not be the best way, but is to start grinding away at that bushing with one of these grinders. Dremel makes them, Craftsman makes them, and so far I've gotten that bottom section off of the bushing, and this thing is free to move up and down here because it's free on that bushing. So you can see that, you can't see very well up above there. It's because it's now about 3/8 of an inch shorter than it was before. It's now freed up, and so that was kind of hard. What I had to do was I had to cut a channel all the way around the bushing and the bolt would spin, but it would spin with the bushing. And so I cut that channel off, and then I went down to the bottom, and I was gradually able to work that out. And so now I've freed it up to where I can get the bolt head to start coming out a little bit. However, I still can't get that thing free, so it could be a long process of trying to work that bushing down a little bit more, and then cutting another section off of it, and then so on and so forth until I can get it out. Okay, here's the another section of the bushing coming out. So I put a
a groove around the top of it, and then I put a groove on each side vertically, and then I took a screwdriver and broke it apart so that it would just chip out of there. Oops. Anyway, you get the idea. From this angle you can see the groove that I cut around the top closest to the control arm.
Well, there it is. 4 cuts, 4 rings around it, slots up the side, and it's finally out. I definitely can say that this is not a fast way to do it, and I had to kind of struggle to think about whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is gracious. And if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things, as Philippians 4:8 says. But anyway, it is a way to do it. Hope it helps. Thanks.